Welcome back to Michigan Marksman. Today on the channel we are going to test out a level 4 plate, our usual bulletproof test. I believe this ran a custom armor group, a level 4 ceramic plate. As you can see, it's pretty expensive, I think 85 bucks. So we're going to see how well this performs. It's about the same weight as our level 3 plates, but it's about double the thickness, as you can see there. Let's get to shooting with our usual rounds. As usual, here's our usual rounds. We got 22 long rifle, 9mm, 45 ACP, 223 Remington, 5.56 Nato Green Tip. Target loads for 12 gauge, double up buck, and a 3-inch Magnum slug. Let's start with 22 and see what type of damage we can do. Up first for the level 4 plate is 22 long rifle on my Kel-Tec P17. Well, we're in good business. We did not make it through the plate with 22, so let's step it up to 9mm. Good news for that plate, 22 long rifle was stopped by it. Let's see if it can stop 9mm. Let's take a shot. Alright, we hit right in the middle of our plate. This meshing, you can feel the jacket and bullet fragments. It did stop it. I only see some minor holes off the edges, but we did stop 9mm with this plate. Let's step it up to 45 ACP. Alright, so far that plate is stopping all the spall in the rounds, which is pretty impressive, honestly. Let's step it up to 45 ACP, the pistol round that won 2 world wars. Alright, so far this plate is doing amazingly well, stopping all that lead from spawning off. It's poking through in some locations, but it's not ripping it off like it did with the rubberized coating on the metal plates. So far I'm very impressed with this. Let's step it up to 223 Remington. So far that plate's doing amazingly well. Let's see how it does against a rifle round. This is 223 Remington out of my AR-15. Oh, let's take a look to see how much damage that did. I hate that these EOTechs don't have like shake wake and you have to turn them on themselves. Kind of annoying that you spend that much money and they don't turn themselves on. Alright, we found the one downside of having ceramic plates. Once you hit them with a couple rounds, they kind of break up. Obviously, we know that, but that's a pretty big hole from 223 Remington, but it absorbed most of that energy. Not really bowed out too bad out the back, but obviously it did a lot of damage. Who knows how many more rounds we can stop, but let's try stepping it up to green tip. As you saw, 223 Remington did a lot of damage to that plate. With ceramic plates, they don't hold up for multiple shots, so I'm kind of concerned to see what happens when we get to the 12 gauge rounds. But let's do 5.56 Nato Green Tip, see what type of damage we do. Yikes, that looked pretty bad. Let's go take a look. As you can see, that did a lot of damage to that ceramic plate. I looked at the wood and did not see a hole in it or any sign of the bullet hitting it, so I think it stopped it, but it did a lot of damage to that plate. Let's go to the 12 gauge round and finish this plate off. The mosquitoes are bad out here after that post-rain storm, but let's do some 12 gauge target loads on this plate. Alright, I think we hit right here with the target loads. As you can see, it got pretty more damage and ripped up it a little bit more. Obviously, it didn't go through it because those are so small, but definitely helped break up the plate a lot more. Let's do double out buck. That plate is barely hanging on to life, but I think this is going to finish it off. This is 12 gauge double out buck. Yeah, that poor plate barely handled that. Let's go see how bad that damage is. Yeah, as I thought, that plate really got busted up by those rounds. I'm guessing it probably hit in about this spot right here. Obviously, you saw the side-by-side replay there. This thing, I couldn't really tell if anything passed through it. I didn't see anything out the back. No. Something might have like went through out the side, but I'm not really sure. So let's step it up to the Magnum slug. I'm sure it'll finish off this plate. At this point, that plate is gasping for air. It's barely together anymore. I think this will definitely finish it off. Based on what I see, there's just a thin layer of bulletproof Kevlar. Most of the ceramic has been busted up. I bet this Magnum slug will destroy the rest of it. I missed. I gotta take another shot here. Let's step it up real nice and close so I can actually hit it this time. After finally hitting it with the Magnum slug, you can see the damage here. I do believe we actually stopped that round. It didn't. I don't see any holes out the back. It did bend up this knitted Kevlar pretty badly, but overall, it held up just about the way I thought it would. Let's do a breakdown on it. All right, looking at this plate as it sits now, couple rounds definitely finished it off. It holds up well to the first couple rounds I hit it, but after so many, all that ceramic's gone, and you're left with this stuff together. It does stop stuff amazingly well, though, but I would say definitely if you're gonna run level 3 plates, level 4 plates, definitely get the multi-hit ones. They're a lot more expensive though, but as you can see, we just see a regular old level 4 plate. It won't hold up to many rounds. All in all though, I am impressed with what it stopped. Nothing went through it as far as I can tell. There's no holes out the back. I'm guessing most of the stuff that hit it either bounced off and fell onto the ground because obviously I didn't really find that much lead in here from the rifle and 12 gauge rounds. The pistol rounds are stopped by it, so that's pretty good. That's always a good thing to see. I really am impressed with that knitting fabric on the outside. Nothing lead-wise really spawed off through it, which is quite impressive, honestly. With our steel level 3 plus plates, that rubber came off after the pistol rounds, which is not great. Honestly, I would run these in my side panels, but if I was going to run level 4 in my main panels, I would level up to something that with multi-hit stuff. So, all in all, there you go. Kind of impressive with it. Up next on our video docket, we're going to be doing some 12 gauge choke videos, so we're going to see how that goes. Always, as always, like and comment if you're interested. And if you're really interested in my content, definitely subscribe. I try to do fun gun stuff here. It keeps me busy on the weekends when I'm not working. But as we like to say here, just keep blasting. Thank you, everyone.